Have you ever wondered why Virgo stands out as one of the most intriguing and misunderstood signs of the zodiac? Beneath their polished and composed exterior lies a personality full of surprises, both awe-inspiring and at times perilous. What makes Virgos so captivating? Is it their relentless pursuit of perfection, their sharp analytical minds, or their uncanny ability to spot flaws where no one else can? Get ready, because today we're pulling back the curtain on Virgo's fascinating dual nature. In this video, we'll dive deep into what makes Virgos truly exceptional, their brilliance, their strength, and the hidden shadows they carry. From their meticulous attention to detail to their tendency to wield criticism like a weapon, this zodiac sign is a force to be reckoned with. But there's more to Virgo than meets the eye. Could their perfectionism be a double-edged sword? What about their need for control? Does it empower them, or lead them into dangerous territory? Whether you're a Virgo seeking to understand yourself better, or someone curious about what lies beneath the surface of this complex sign, you won't want to miss a second of this journey. Every moment reveals a new layer of Virgo's unmatched depth and power. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. It's time to uncover the secrets of one of the zodiac's most brilliant yet enigmatic signs. The hidden power of Virgo's ruling planet, Mercury. Virgo is ruled by Mercury, the planet of communication, intellect, and adaptability. This connection gives Virgos a sharp, detail-oriented mind and a natural ability to process complex information with precision. It's no surprise that they often stand out as the ones who can solve problems and analyze situations faster than most. Their thought process is logical, grounded, and clear, making them excellent at breaking down any situation into manageable pieces. These traits make mercurial energy essential to Virgo's identity. However, this connection to Mercury goes deeper than just intellect. It influences how Virgos interact with the world. Their communication style is precise and often straightforward, which can make their words highly effective, but sometimes a little sharp. For Virgos, they don't only talk to be heard, they talk to make a difference. This drive to communicate meaningfully stems from their ruling planet, giving their words more weight than many realize. Mercury also influences Virgos' love for improving things. They have a knack for figuring out what's working, and more importantly, what isn't. This allows them to be constant problem solvers, whether it's at work, in relationships, or their everyday routines. But such an intense focus on problem solving can create a double-edged sword. Are they improving situations, or are they just being excessively critical? This planetary influence not only explains their analytical nature, but also fuels their curiosity. Virgos are the kind of people who want to understand why and how instead of just accepting things as they are. They're always seeking truth and clarity, which can make them seem skeptical. However, when used effectively, their mercurial gift for curiosity turns them into incredible learners and innovators. Mercury's energy makes Virgo deeply versatile in adapting to challenges. While some might struggle to find solutions or clarity in chaotic circumstances, Virgos thrive. Their ability to combine intellect, communication, and adaptability is what sets them apart in a world that often feels overwhelming. This makes them crucial members in their personal and professional communities. Virgo's positive traits: practical, loyal, and highly intelligent. One of Virgo's greatest strengths is their intelligence. They don't just rely on intuition. They prefer facts, reasoning, and practicality to guide their decisions. Virgos pride themselves on being well-informed and genuinely understand the importance of making smart choices. Whether they're planning their future or helping others navigate an issue, Virgos bring a level-headedness that feels instantly trustworthy. This trait doesn't just make them reliable, it makes them indispensable. Their loyalty is another standout trait. When Virgos care about you, they're deeply committed to being there through thick and thin. They're the kind of people who will help you reorganize your life, stay up late talking things through, or solve that impossible problem you're facing. Their commitment is rooted in their desire to be useful to those they love, making their support feel sincere and steadfast. Virgos are incredibly practical, which makes them great at finding efficient solutions to problems. They dislike unnecessary hassle or drama and prefer focusing on actionable steps. Their grounded energy is refreshing in a world that often leans towards chaos. Whether it's organizing a home, planning a trip, or managing finances, you can count on a Virgo to get the job done both swiftly and effectively. At the same time, their kindness often goes unnoticed. Many people focus on Virgo's pragmatic side and overlook the quiet ways they uplift their loved ones. Virgos have a deep sense of compassion, doing little things that make a massive impact. From giving thoughtful advice to paying attention to details most overlook, they have a quiet but powerful way of showing they care. Finally, Virgos are humble about their achievements and abilities. They often focus on doing their best and improving themselves rather than seeking external recognition. This modesty, combined with their loyalty, intelligence, and dedication, makes them one of the most admirable signs in the entire zodiac. The calm exterior. Virgos' mask of order and control. Virgos are known for their calm and collected demeanor, often coming across as the most composed people in any room. Their ability to stay organized and focused can make them seem like they have everything under control, even when they don't. But this exterior isn't always a reflection of reality. Beneath their calm surface lies a mind that is constantly analyzing and processing every little detail, which can become overwhelming. The truth is, this calm mask is something Virgos use to manage their environment. They believe that being outwardly composed helps maintain a sense of order, not only for themselves, but for those around them. Virgos value stability, and projecting confidence can help achieve it, even if they're feeling uncertain inside. This knack for staying cool under pressure often makes them pillars of support in times of crisis. However, the same calm demeanor can sometimes cause them to disconnect from their own emotions. By focusing on maintaining control and appearing composed, they might unintentionally suppress feelings that need to be addressed. This emotional restraint, while helpful in many ways, can lead to frustrations building up over time, or even being misinterpreted by others as coldness. This mask often creates unrealistic expectations for Virgos themselves. When people see them as the rock of stability, Virgos may feel pressured to live up to that standard constantly. As a result, they sometimes struggle to ask for help when they need it, thinking it might shatter the image they've worked so hard to maintain. However, this calm exterior isn't all negative. It demonstrates their remarkable self-discipline and maturity. Virgos have the incredible ability to remain steady when life is chaotic, providing a much-needed grounding force for those around them. It's a mask, yes, but one that often serves not just themselves but others as well. The Perfectionists Within. When excellence becomes obsession. At their core, Virgos strive for perfection in everything they do. Whether it's their job, relationships, or even small daily tasks, they have high standards that push them to excel. This quest for excellence is admirable and often inspires those around them. A Virgo's attention to detail is unmatched, and their desire to improve themselves and their surroundings is one of their defining traits. However, this pursuit of perfection can quickly spiral out of control. What starts as a desire to be the best can turn into an obsession where nothing feels good enough. Virgos can become so focused on minor flaws that they lose sight of the bigger picture. This tendency often leads to frustration, as they feel they're constantly falling short, even when others see their efforts as remarkable. This perfectionism doesn't only affect themselves, it can also impact their relationships. Virgos may unknowingly place impossible standards on their loved ones, expecting the same level of dedication and precision that they give. While their intentions are often pure, this behavior can make others feel judged or inadequate, driving a wedge between them and the people they care about. Over time, this unrelenting pressure to be perfect can take a toll on Virgos' mental health. They may experience burnout, anxiety, or self-doubt as they strive to achieve their ideal version of success. It's important for Virgos to remember that perfection is an illusion, and that embracing imperfections can lead to inner peace and balance. Despite these challenges, Virgos' drive for excellence remains one of their most powerful traits. When used in moderation, their perfectionism can turn ordinary ideas into extraordinary creations. By learning to celebrate progress instead of perfection, Virgos can harness this gift in a way that benefits both themselves and those around them. Sharp criticism. Virgos' unmatched eye for detail. Virgos are masters of observation, thanks to their incredible attention to detail. They see things others miss, which makes them excellent at spotting flaws or potential problems. This talent allows them to give precise and insightful feedback, making them invaluable in situations where accuracy and improvement are needed. A Virgo's critique, when delivered with care, can help others grow and succeed. But this sharp eye for detail has another side. Virgos can become overly critical, both of themselves and others. They're perfectionists at heart, and when things don't meet their standards, they may feel compelled to point it out. While their intention may be to help, their words can sometimes come across as judgmental or harsh, especially for those who are more sensitive. This critical nature often stems from Virgo's desire for efficiency and excellence. They genuinely want to fix what's broken and improve what could be better. However, not everyone is ready or willing to receive such feedback. Virgos may struggle to understand why others don't appreciate their advice, or why they take it personally, causing misunderstandings or tension. Virgos are also their own worst critics. They apply the same high standards to themselves as they do to others, often being relentless in their self-assessments. This internal dialogue can be exhausting, as they're constantly searching for areas where they can improve. While this pushes them to grow, it can also lead to feelings of inadequacy or frustration. To balance their critical side, Virgos need to practice compassion, both for themselves and for others. By recognizing that not everything needs to be perfect or fixed, they can learn to let go and enjoy life's imperfections. When employed wisely, their sharp eye for detail remains a powerful asset, but one that can truly shine when tempered with kindness. Manipulation through logic, Virgo's secret weapon. Virgos are known for their intelligence and practicality, but these traits can also make them incredibly strategic. Unlike more emotional signs, Virgos rely on logic and reason to navigate conflicts or challenges. Their ability to think clearly and objectively often gives them the upper hand in discussions or disagreements. They know how to structure their arguments in a way that's difficult to dispute. This logical approach becomes a powerful tool when used for good. Virgos can mediate conflicts, find fair solutions, and offer advice that's grounded in reality. Their persuasive communication style allows them to influence others in constructive ways, often helping those around them see situations more clearly. When used with integrity, this gift can make them natural problem solvers and leaders. However, that same logical mind can also be used manipulatively. Virgos are masters at identifying weaknesses, and when they feel threatened or backed into a corner, they may subtly use this knowledge to their advantage. By pointing out flaws in someone else's logic or actions, they can shift the conversation in their favor, often without the other person even realizing it. This manipulative side doesn't come from malice, but rather from Virgo's desire for control and order. They may justify their actions by believing they're doing what's best or necessary. However, this can create a power imbalance in their relationships, leading others to feel undermined or dismissed. It's important for Virgos to recognize when their logical reasoning crosses into manipulation. Ultimately, Virgo's logical mind is one of their strongest tools, but it's a double-edged sword. When used with fairness and empathy, it becomes a force for good, allowing them to analyze, guide, and inspire. By staying mindful of their intentions, Virgos can avoid the trap of using logic as a weapon and instead focus on uplifting those around them. Obsession with control, the struggles of chaos-fearing Virgo. Virgos thrive in environments where everything is organized and under control. Their natural sense of order drives them to create structure in their lives, whether through meticulous planning or maintaining tidy surroundings. This love for control makes them dependable and capable of handling even the most challenging situations. To a Virgo, control isn't about power, it's about keeping chaos at bay. However, this need for control has its pitfalls. When situations spiral out of their grasp, Virgos can become overly controlling to compensate. They might micromanage others, impose their own way of doing things, or even withdraw emotionally in an attempt to preserve some sense of order. This behavior can create tension in relationships, as others might feel stifled or misunderstood by Virgo's relentless pursuit of perfection. This obsession with control often stems from a fear of uncertainty or failure. Virgos feel safest when they can predict and manage outcomes, but life doesn't always cooperate with their plans. Learning to accept uncertainty and trust others can be a major challenge for Virgos, but it's a crucial step toward emotional growth. The constant effort to maintain control can also be exhausting. Virgos may find themselves overburdened by tasks they take on, unwilling to delegate for fear that things won't be done correctly. This can lead to burnout or frustration, as their attempts to create perfection only end up depleting their energy. Despite these challenges, Virgo's desire for order isn't inherently bad. It's a trait that brings stability to otherwise chaotic situations. By learning to let go of what they can't control and focusing on collaboration, Virgos can strike a healthier balance between managing their needs and letting life unfold naturally. The danger of Virgo's silent grudge-holding nature. Virgos are not typically confrontational, which often leads others to see them as non-threatening. However, this doesn't mean they forget when they've been wronged. Virgos have incredibly sharp memories and can replay events in their minds over and over, analyzing every detail. When they feel betrayed or hurt, they tend to keep these feelings inside, quietly nursing a grudge instead of addressing it head-on. This tendency to hold on to resentment can be dangerous, as it allows negative emotions to fester over time. While Virgos may outwardly seem calm and composed, their inner world is often filled with unresolved frustrations. This silent grudge-holding can lead to passive-aggressive behavior, or, in some cases, calculated decisions to distance themselves from those who hurt them. What makes this trait particularly complex is Virgo's logical mind. They often justify their grudge by overanalyzing the situation, convincing themselves that they are in the right. This analytical approach can make it difficult for them to move on or forgive, as they've already proven to themselves why they've been wronged. Although Virgos aren't inclined to seek revenge, their grudges can still have repercussions. Over time, these unresolved feelings can damage their relationships or lead to internal tension. For Virgos, the challenge lies in learning to communicate their feelings openly before they build up to a breaking point. Despite this difficult trait, Virgos have the capacity for immense forgiveness when they choose to let go. By focusing on empathy and understanding, they can release their grudges and foster deeper, more meaningful connections with others. Hypocrisy or blind spots. Understanding Virgos' double standards. Virgos hold themselves and others to incredibly high standards. Their desire for improvement and excellence is a cornerstone of their personality, but it can sometimes lead to contradictions. While they emphasize honesty and integrity, Virgos may inadvertently create double standards by being overly critical of others while avoiding their own flaws. Often this isn't intentional. Virgos are so focused on fixing external problems that they might overlook their own shortcomings. They are driven by a desire to help, but in doing so, they may forget to apply the same scrutiny to themselves. This can create an impression of hypocrisy, even if their intentions are pure. Additionally, Virgos often struggle to accept help or admit when they're wrong. They prefer to see themselves as self-sufficient and capable, which can make it difficult for them to acknowledge their mistakes. This reluctance to be vulnerable can contribute to the perception that they hold others to a higher standard than they hold themselves. This trait is further complicated by Virgos' fear of failure. They may avoid confronting their own flaws out of a desire to appear perfect or in control. However, this can lead to deeper insecurities, as suppressing their imperfections only makes them harder to manage over time. The key for Virgos to overcome this dynamic is self-awareness. By recognizing that no one is perfect, not even themselves, they can embrace vulnerability and grow stronger from it. Virgos thrive when they channel their energy into self-improvement without harsh self-judgment, allowing them to live more authentically and harmoniously. Anxiety and self-doubt, the price of endless perfection. Virgos' quest for perfection can be both a blessing and a curse. While their high standards often lead to impressive accomplishments, they come at a cost. Virgos are prone to overthinking and second-guessing themselves, which can result in chronic anxiety or self-doubt. Their inner dialogue is often a critical one, focused on areas where they could do better or should have done differently. This self-critical mindset can make even small tasks feel overwhelming. Virgos often put immense pressure on themselves to perform flawlessly, and when they don't meet their own expectations, it can feel like a personal failure. Over time, this anxiety can take a toll on both their mental and physical health. Their perfectionism also affects how they view themselves in comparison to others. Virgos may feel that they need to work harder or achieve more to be valued, constantly measuring their worth against impossible standards. This cycle of self-doubt can make it difficult for them to recognize their own achievements and appreciate their progress. Despite their struggles, Virgos are incredibly resilient. Their ability to break down problems and find solutions often helps them work through their insecurities. However, to truly thrive, they need to practice self-compassion and learn to celebrate their efforts rather than only focusing on their shortcomings. By embracing imperfections and accepting that mistakes are part of life, Virgos can escape the endless cycle of anxiety and self-doubt. Their potential is limitless when they allow themselves to be human, acknowledging their strengths without being paralyzed by their need for perfection. Final thoughts. Virgos are undoubtedly one of the most intricate and compelling signs of the zodiac. Their mix of intelligence, loyalty, and unmatched attention to detail makes them a force to be reckoned with. Yet, their perfectionism, critical nature, and need for control also reveal a more vulnerable and challenging side. These dualities are what make Virgos so fascinating. They strive for excellence while constantly navigating the tension between their strengths and limitations. Understanding the complexities of Virgos allows us to appreciate their brilliance while recognizing the battles they face within. Whether you relate to their relentless drive for improvement or their occasional struggle to loosen their grip on control, it's clear that there's much to admire in the Virgo personality. As they continue to grow and embrace balance, Virgos can discover their full potential and inspire those around them to seek the same. Share your experiences as a Virgo or with the Virgos in your life in the comments below. We'd love to hear how you relate to these traits and your own journey with this extraordinary zodiac sign. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and stay tuned for our next video on Taurus. You can click on the video or playlist now showing on your screen.